this on? Oh. Hello everybody. Welcome to my very first video.
La 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 la, la la. Oh, oh, oh. La 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 la, la la. If every day is just a dream, then who would I wanna be? Today I think I'll be the queen, flying through a time machine. Oh, my, discover what's deep.
Welcome everybody. My name is Joy and I'm a holistic nutritionist with a passion for optimal wellness. To be honest, I've been putting this off for I feel like over a year now. It took me a while to become comfortable, and I'm very much an introvert as well, so speaking about things that I feel and believe in is kind of awkward and intimidating, and I've been kind of on this spiritual journey lately and been kind of awakening my consciousness and realizing that I really need to speak about it and share about it, because I feel like there's a lot of other people out there who are going through the same things as me, you know, not really knowing what they want to do in life, feeling very confused about just like the things that they believe in about themselves, about other people, about the world, about reality in general. I decided to talk about the things that I'm feeling, things that I'm learning, and I'm sitting outside, so hopefully it's not so loud. This is like where I felt very inspired. I actually just did a Palo Santo cleanse in my house. It's an ancient like wood that you can burn as incense, kind of like sage, to help get rid of all the negative spirits and energies in your house and also in your own aura. So I'm feeling kind of negative lately, and you know, just really getting in my own head. I thought that that would be something to help kind of like just rid that negative energy and start new. And so I did that, and here I am doing this video outside. So, my business is called Follow Your Joy Wellness, and I suppose the first thing that I really want to talk about is why follow your joy, what that means to me, why I named it that. It's not just like a play on my name, which kind of is, to be honest, but also it wasn't until I watched this video by Teal Swan that I realized that I have not been following my joy. And once I started actually thinking about the things that bring me joy and always choosing joy rather than what everybody else wanted me to do, I felt happier and felt more like myself. That's basically why I chose to name it that. And that is pretty much my mission. I want not just to help people with nutrition, but to help people realize that they don't have to do what everybody is telling them to do, especially if it doesn't feel right or it doesn't resonate with you. You don't have to do that. You need to figure out what your purpose is, and that honestly is the question of your life. What is my purpose? That's everybody wants to know. What's my purpose on this earth? Why am I here? Is it to just work a corporate job and be a slave to someone every day, make money so I can make ends meet, raise my kids, go to work? You know, of course you're gonna have joy, but it doesn't really bring you joy. You're not feeling fulfilled in the work that you do. You feel like there's something else out there. There's gotta be more to life than just this. So one of the things I've learned throughout this journey is that your thoughts do create your reality. So that's the number one thing that you have to remember. The things that you think about yourself, the story that you tell yourself about yourself, that is what you are going to attract. That is your reality. And you can actually change that if you start changing the story that you tell yourself about yourself. I mean, that all starts with you. So if you think about thoughts and you think about everything, everything is energy, essentially, right? Oh God, there's wasps. Chewy, get them. Scared. It's fine. fine, everything's fine, it's fine. So essentially, everything is made of energy, down to the littlest, tiniest atom. It's just particles and space. So when you think a thought, that thought is energy, right? That's just kind of out there. You have this thought, an intention, and then you can turn that thought into reality by creating substance. So if you start changing the thoughts that you think about yourself, you start changing the energies that you attract. You know, as a child, you believe certain things, and it's based on where you're from, you know, the experiences that you have, the people that you have around you, who's teaching you, what they're teaching you. You start to take these ideas and you form a story. And sometimes those things are about yourself, sometimes those things are about the world, other people, things, places, whatever. You're a child and you're loud. You're too loud. Calm down. You're always too loud. You grew up thinking, oh God, I'm too loud. Like, that's a bad thing. Everybody wants to just feel loved, right? Feel loved, feel appreciated. So you start to learn that in order to feel loved and appreciated, you have to be quiet. So let's say you fall down and you get hurt and you're crying and your mom's like, it doesn't hurt, you're fine, you're good, you're fine, it's okay, it doesn't hurt. You start to not trust yourself. You're like, okay, well, it does hurt, but you're telling me that it doesn't hurt, so is there something wrong with me? So these little things start happening as you get older, especially in adolescence. You know, when you're 12, 13 years old, kids can be mean. Somebody tells you you're ugly. You're gonna start believing that you're ugly. And honestly, it's right here that makes you beautiful or not. You could be as beautiful on the outside as you want. That's gonna fade. And what you have left is what's in here. So I grew up with a Filipino immigrant mother, and school, especially in the Philippines, is super important. It's like, you're going to school, you're going to be a doctor, a nurse, a physical therapist. That's what you need to do to be able to make good money and be regarded as successful. I felt so pressured. I couldn't even really be myself. I wanted to be a singer. That's what I wanted to be, was a singer or an actress, but it wasn't really my focus because I was pressured to pick something. And in society, you're pressured to pick something. It's like you go to school and it's all about how good you can do in taking tests and getting good grades. It's how good are you at this? If you're not good enough, you're not good enough to make it to this college. And honestly, that really doesn't give a very clear depiction of your talents and skills. Some people are just bad test takers. Some people are not interested in the things that are being taught, and there's so many other things that could be taught in school that are super interesting to people. Spirituality. You don't talk about God, that's a taboo thing. There's so many religions out there, and I grew up in a Lutheran household. I do believe that there's a God, but I believe that God is all-seeing, all-knowing. He's not just like this person that's sitting up there judging us, going, oh, you do this bad, you're going to hell. If you're good, you're gonna go to heaven. I believe God is everywhere in all things at all times. He's all-knowing. We, our souls, are all a part of God that are coming down on this earth for a human experience to help expand the consciousness of the universe, which is God. He gave us free will. We all came down here with a purpose, and that purpose is always rooted in love in some way. You're not this person that's just here doing all these things because you have to do them. You're not in this little box, in this conveyor belt of people that you just go and do what everybody tells you to do. You have to stop and listen to yourself and figure out what you want to do, what's important to you. Your goal is to figure out that purpose and live out that purpose. My purpose is to help people be more happier, healthier, and in touch with their divine self, which is your soul, your true self. So I want to help people recognize the power that's within themselves, that's God, that's in you, and you have that power that you can call upon at any time. Because we're so disconnected from our divine selves, we're so disconnected from that. There's also time for meditation, for reflection. There's time to take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself. If you're not taking care of yourself, nobody else is going to take care of yourself. And the more that you take care of yourself, the more that you're going to help others, because when you can be grounded and you can be happy and you can be your authentic self, that's going to reflect on everybody, because this earth is a reflection of every single soul on it. So when this earth is in shambles, kind of like it is right now, it's a reflection of the people. We are just taking. Everything is about success and money and power. It's about external power. It's about what I can get, what I can have, how powerful I can be. It's all about the ego. There's lots of people out there who are in search of internal, authentic power, which is all rooted in love. Love is the common factor and the number one thing that should be brought into everything. That takes time. I mean, it's so easy to get mad, to get frustrated, and that's okay. You have your feelings, but the fact that you can stop and think about why you're mad, why you're frustrated, what's causing this, what's the root problem, and figure out how you can turn that into understanding and compassion and love. Everything's just so fast-paced. Nobody slows down to just really reflect, be with themselves, feel their emotions. We're all taught emotions are bad. We can't express our emotions, but that's so wrong. Our emotions are everything. Our emotions and our feelings control everything in our body. People with cancer have healed themselves just by changing what they put into their body, number one, changing their mind, just changing their thoughts, not being scared, recognizing that disease is what it is, dis-ease. It's your body telling you that there's something wrong that you are not paying attention to. Once you pay it that attention, give it that love, give it what it needs, it'll fix itself. And the third thing is your soul. Yoga, meditation, reflection, spirituality, focusing on your path, your purpose, recognizing that not everything's gonna be roses and unicorns and rainbows, but that every experience that you have is a message. It's a message of something that you need to work on. And life's a journey. Anything can be healed, anything can be fixed if you work towards that. But if you give up on yourself and you say, I can't do this, I'm not worthy, I'm this, I'm that, this story that you tell yourself, then no, you're not going to be able to fix it. But if you change the way that you think about yourself, I promise you it'll make a huge difference. And actually, if there's a lot of things that I've kind of touched on or talked about that you guys want me to expand more on, let me know and I can do a separate video on that specific thing. But really, I just wanted this video to be an intro to what my business is all about, what I'm all about, the things that I believe in, what my purpose is. Love. That's it. I challenge you to sit and think about all the things that you believe in, all the things that you believe in about yourself, about other people, about the world. Strip that all away, sit, meditate, and think about what truly resonates with you. What do you truly believe in your soul? Not what other people have told you that is true, not the things that you were taught as a child by your school, by your peers, by your parents, by your church, any other systems, by your government. Strip all that away. Be with yourself. Think about what it is that you truly believe in and start changing your thoughts, because your thoughts do create reality. But yeah, so I enjoyed this truly, and I hope that this has resonated with you, and I look forward to the next video. Namaste.